Hi, welcome to this mini lecture on competitive advantage. So, competitive advantage. Businesses constantly strive to outdo their competition, right? They strive for an edge over their competition, to do something a little bit better, differently. And in terms of economics, this can be considered a competitive wedge, right? So, a firm is said to have created a competitive advantage over its rivals if it's driven a deeper wedge between a customer's willingness to pay and the cost that they incur than that their competitors incur or the competitors can achieve. So the concept of a value added in some of these cases helps to integrate considerations of competitive advantage or disadvantage in industry level conditions into assessments of likely profitability of individual businesses. A business has added value, right, to the overall industry when the network of customers and suppliers and complementers in which it operates is better off with it than without it. That is, when the firm offers something unique and valuable to the marketplace. And now note, value creation is not done alone. It's not just the customer, it's not just the supplier, right? It's not done in isolation. It's a combination of all these entities. And then the value created is the difference created between the customer's willingness to pay and the cost. Now, to achieve competitive advantage or a higher value added than its rivals, a business must do things differently from them on a day-to-day basis. Right? These differences in activities and their effects on relative cost positions, on the relative willingness to pay, can then be analyzed and detailed and used to generate and assess options for creating competitive advantage. Now, when we're looking at value creation, right, there's something which we consider called value division, right? So it's not just willingness to pay and the supplier opportunity cost, right? There's the willingness to pay, there's the price, the cost, and then the supplier opportunity cost. And we can break these values down, right? The value captured by the customer in terms of economics, it's the customer surplus. The value captured by the firm, it's the supplier surplus, right? And then the value captured by the supplier, that's what we're paying to acquire different things. Now, in terms of generic strategies, right, your book shows you something slightly different to this, right? Now, this is coming from Porter's generic strategies in his book Competitive Advantage. And he's showing how we can have a strategic impact to provide various competitive strategies, right? You can have a low-cost position, right, striving to achieve lower overall costs than rivals on products that attract a broad spectrum of buyers, right? Or you can have the broad differentiation strategy where you're differentiating the firm's products offering from rivals with attributes that appeal to a broad spectrum of buyers. And then you can have a focus, right? A focused low-cost position, a focused differentiated position, and then you can have the best cost provider, or this one that's considered to be stuck in the middle. Something which you'll see later on in the text is the book's interpretation of this. It's slightly different, but it's the same concept of Porter's original five models. All right, so there you go. If you have any questions, please feel free to post or comment.